All right, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say good morning to which any part of the world you are in right now. Well, welcome to my presentation, and this is entitled Business Opportunity That Works for Me and for You. So, this is a three-part series presentation wherein I will be discussing the things that we have been very busy over the past 4 years. And I believe that this is timely simply because a lot of our friends out there, maybe you, are among those who are looking for opportunity on how we can overcome these hard times, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see, everything that I'll be explaining here are based on my perspective. So, maybe there's a possibility that some of the things that I'll be explaining here, you may not agree, but it doesn't matter because, well, at the end of the day, we live based on our experiences. But what I am presenting this evening is something that I have lived for the past, should I say, 15 years or more, and this has been very instrumental that I have been able to achieve some of the things that I have only been dreaming of, but today is now becoming a reality. So let us start. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rex Bucalao. As of this moment, I am 41 years old. I'm married to Gina Villagonzalo Bucalao, a teacher for over 20 years. We have two sons, Sander and Nathan, and we reside from Davao City, Philippines. So, I am a graduate of BS in Computer Engineering, and like a lot of people out there, after work, I went into employment. But I experienced various employment opportunities for over 15 years since at the age of 14 years old. I can still remember when I was 14 years old, I used to go with my father when we do electrical, what do you call this, electrical installation. I do construction works as young as 14 years old because I have to earn money for my studies. So after I finished my college, I built a career in information technology, worked as a systems designer and analyst, and a computer systems developer. In other words, it's a computer programmer that has a lot of functions, ladies and gentlemen. I taught computer subjects in different levels, and at the age of 22, I developed my management skills. So, aside from that, I started my self-employment at the age of 29. I became an insurance agent, a financial advisor, a real estate agent. I also tried doing buy and sell online and offline. I accept computer programming works and personal trainings, joined MLM or network marketing for over 15 companies. That's 15 companies, guys. And at some lowest point of my career, I have no other option but I choose to drive a taxi for over 6 months in Davao City. In 2016, I encountered the opportunity called Riway International, and that is where I was able to start building my dreams, ladies and gentlemen. So, I go to the next slide. So, this statement is very true. In fact, this is one of my favorite quotes. Every success is seeded in beliefs and desires, not in doubts. So, when you want to achieve something, you need to have the desire to achieve that certain thing. And you need to believe that that thing is for you. Because if you doubt these things, then it's no good for you. it will never happen. So when you just want to engage in an opportunity, in a new venture, don't doubt. You may not know everything, but please don't doubt. Just believe in it and do what it takes. So, my my journey towards financial freedom started out with this cash flow quadrant. Maybe you are already aware of this. This has been uh, published or introduced to us by Robert Kiyosaki, a very famous coach, business coach. And in his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he introduced that there are four quadrants of cash flows that we can choose. So the first quadrant is the E, or the employee quadrant. The stands for self-employed, business owner for the B, and investor for the I. Now, let us take a quick look on each of these quadrants. If you already knew about this, then good. Maybe it could be a little refresher for you guys. But for those who haven't encountered this yet, you listen closely, because once you understand this, I'm sure you're going to be rich. So, as an employee, you have a job, and this is where majority of our people landed on. After they finish their school, they go for employment, because that's the norm. When you have a job, you have a boss, and you can never earn more than your boss, and you need to present yourself to be hired to be hired by your boss. Now, some good number of people, they don't prefer to have a boss, but they prefer to have to own their job, to be the boss. Now, in this area, you can see a lot of self-employed individuals like doctors who have their own clinics, lawyers, artists, recording artists, movie artists, people who have skills like who are very good at buy and sell. Buy and sell is also self-employment. You have no boss, you take care of your own time, but at the end of the day, you still have to work, because if you don't do the selling or the buying, then you don't earn. Now, in this area, you can also categorize agents, insurance agents, real estate agents. They are in this criteria. Some people are earning good money, some people are not earning good money. So, these two quadrants, the employment and the self-employment quadrant, they have something in common. And that is, they prefer to work for money. Now, don't get me wrong. I have been an employee. I have been self-employed also. So I know how it feels to wake up early in the morning just to do a 8 to 5 work. Especially today with what happened to the world with the COVID-19. What happened is that employment is one of the most heavily hit sector, because a lot of companies are downsizing. And of course, a lot of self-employment are also affected. Actually, everybody is affected, but the most heavily hit are the two, the employee sector and the self-employed sector. So these people have a common mentality. They prefer security over freedom. So they would rather do it themselves rather than let others do it for them, because they want to make sure that if it has to be good, then it has to be them. So they prefer security over freedom. And they use their own time, they use their own effort, and they use their own money. So if you're a lawyer, then you cannot ask anybody to just handle the case for you, because people are buying your skills. The The client is after your skills, after your experience. So that is something that is yours. If you're a doctor, you cannot say, nurse, can you do the surgery for me because I want to take a break. No, you cannot do that because you are the doctor, you are the surgeon. So you have to do it yourself. You studied that for many years, and that's why you are getting high rates. Now, this too receives a what we call active income. Now, what is an active income? An active income is something that you earn when you work. So if you're sick and you cannot work, then there's no income. It's like if you're an artist and you cannot go to the movie shoot, then you don't have any projects. If you're an architect and say you go on a vacation for 6 months, or you need to attend to your parents because they are sick, and you have to go to the province, so you don't have any projects and you don't have income. That is active income, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with receiving active income. Active income is good. All of these are good. Okay. Now, the next quadrant, as I'm going to share to you, is something that really inspired me. In fact, I was so inspired that I quit my job. And a lot of people don't understand why I did this. Simply because this is a very powerful thing. Now, listen to this closely. B is for business owner. So, in a business, a system works for you. Every business runs on a system. You cannot do a business without any system. So, meaning to say, once the system is in place, like Facebook, okay, there's a system already. The owner of Facebook don't have to look at this at how it works every day. We're sure that the owner, Mark Zuckerberg, can go on for a 1-year vacation and Facebook is still running, simply because there's a system already. And also, let's talk about traditional businesses who have big systems, like SM, for example. All right, so it used to be Henry C, but now the one who handles SM doesn't have to go to the office every day because everything is already in place, and that is the system. So with the system, there are people, and people works for you. And this is a very powerful concept, guys, because if you have a business, people works for you. If you're an employee, you are one of the people who work for the business. And if you are self-employed, then you work your own business. So, but as a business owner, people work for you. And through a system, a good output can be expected. Now, let's move on to the next quadrant. I. The I quadrant is for the investors. Now, this is very, very nice. Money works for you. Isn't that nice? You sleep and earn at the same time. Well, you cannot do that as an employee. If your boss finds you sleeping on the job, then they will kick you. When you wake up, you have no more job. Or maybe you're self-employed. You're running a little restaurant, carinderia, or a sari-sari store. If you keep on sleeping, then nobody's buying. So, no earning. But as an investor, even if you sleep, money works for you. Isn't that nice? So, wow. When I understood those things, I said, I know I'm going to be rich. So, if you can understand these things also, I believe that you can, then you can also be successful. All right. So, these people under the business and the investors quadrant, they have something in common, which the other two quadrants don't have. Number one, money chases them. Isn't that nice? One of my friend, I remember, he says, Rex, don't work for money. Don't chase after money. Why? Because the faster you chase money, the faster money run away. You can never outsmart money. You can never outrun money because money always run faster than you. But what you can do is you can teach money to chase after you. Now, I said, wow, how do I do that? I want to learn. So, I learned. And later, I can show you some of the things that I did that led me to achieving this result. Now, people under the business quadrants and the investors quadrant prefers freedom over security. If you notice, they are the opposite of the other two quadrants. The employee and the self-employed prefer security over freedom. But business owner, they would rather spend their time on something more important. They will let the system work for them and people work for them, so they are free. And as an investor, you let money works for you. Let other people grow your money. So these people under the business and the investor prefers freedom over security. So isn't that nice? Now, they also leverage in other people's time, effort, and money. Wow, isn't that selfish? No, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's the opposite of the other quadrant. Since they prefer freedom, they teach people how to do things. And when those people are able to do things correctly, then they don't have to be there all the time because people can learn and people can become innovative. People can excel. So they leverage on other people's time, effort, and money. I am a computer engineering graduate. Of course, right now, for the past few years, I am no longer into software development. So I want to create an online program, an online platform. Well, I can use my skills, study again, practice, 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 and maybe after a year, I can create my new application. But why not look for someone who is better than me, smarter than me, and who can build better applications than me, and I'll just hire them to build an application for me. So I am leveraging in his time, his effort, and yeah, his money also, because he spent money to acquire those skills, ladies and gentlemen. So a perfect example is, let's say, in the household. Let's keep it simple. In a household, you see your laundry. Your laundry is already like Mount Everest. You can choose to wash it yourself, bring it to the washing machine, and you leave your work for 1 week so you can finish your laundry. Or why not bring your laundry to the laundry shop and let the laundry shop people do it for you while you work and earn so you can pay the laundry shop. Yeah, that's a classic example, guys. So these people under the business and the investors quadrant, they receive passive income. Passive income is a kind of income that allows you to earn even while you sleep. That doesn't require action or active. It's the opposite of active income. Active income is you need to have a participation so you can earn. A passive income is you don't need to have a participation because money just keep on coming. And residual. Now, residual, why do I highlight residual? Because residual is an income that repeats. An income that repeats. I'll give you an example. If I have a farm, I have 5, say 5 mango trees. And then I want to make big money. So what I do, I'll do the harvest and then I'll cut the mango tree because the mango tree is very strong and they can use it for lumber. Oh, is it? Just for example. Okay. So I sell the mango trees and make more money. But do I grow the mango trees? Not necessarily. That can be passive income. But only once. But if I say residual, I don't sell the mango tree. What I do is, yes, I harvest the fruits and sell the mangoes, but I will leave some so that I can plant more mango trees. And these mango trees, as long as it is their season to bear fruit, they will give me continuous harvest and continuous income. Meaning to say, I only planted once, I harvest plenty of times. That is residual income. Okay? So, I hope that is clear. Okay, so if you have question, you can always give me a chat. You can follow me on Facebook. All right. Now, or you can, how do I say it? This video, you can scroll previous and listen again. All right. So, let's go to the next slide. So, since I understood that I was an employee and I need to become a business owner, but I don't have the skills, I don't have the money, I don't have the skills, I don't have the confidence because I was grown, raised up to be an employee. Because that is what the school has been teaching us, to become better employees. No school is teaching us how to make your first millions. Isn't that odd? But schools are teaching you to become better employees. So, I started employment at the age of 14. I did part-time jobs, project-based jobs, and full-time job. Okay. I was a full-time employee. And I began to venture into self-employment because I cannot, that is me. I cannot go directly from an employee to a business owner. What I do is I tested the waters. I began engaging in self-employment. So in 2009, until 2016 actually, I engaged in real estate, insurance. I became a financial advisor. I do buy and sell. Personal contracts, IT projects. I became a trainer and a taxi driver. So a taxi driver is a self-employed, not an employee, okay? Has to be clear on that. Okay. Now, meaning, in 2009, I was already deciding to quit my job and end being an employee. So in 2010, I quit my job and that's how the story goes. And wow, it's like jumping aboard the ship in an open ocean because as we all know, there is no security of tenure if you are self-employed. You have to do your best. Otherwise, you'll die. Now, in the same year, I also engaged in business. And the business that I chose was network marketing, MLM. Okay, for maybe network marketing sounds familiar to you, or multi-level marketing. I do not know what is your stand on this, but can we just keep it at bay? Because I can help show you why this is a very good platform. Okay, so let's just have an open mind and open heart. Okay, so 2009 I began multi-level marketing, and until today I am into network marketing. I'm proud of that. And in 2018 I am already, say I was able to gather up some resources and I got involved in investors quadrant. Okay, so I went into real estate development, maybe stocks investment, coming, and trading. Of course, I'm not talking about those easy, quick money, that you put money and after 3 weeks your money will grow to 200%. No, that is wrong. That's a scam. That is a Ponzi scheme, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't entangle with those kind of shadow business thingy. All right, so that is my journey, as you can see, and you can also be your journey. So where you are now, I don't know if you are a self-employed. I think you can already start transitioning to a business owner, to an investor. If you're an investor, good. But you're still an employee and an investor, I tell you, you need to explore the business part. Okay? So I'll go next slide. Now, understanding the business quadrant. Now, I don't want to call it business. I want to call it big business. Yes. Big business means big income. If you say business, well, if you earn 10,000 a month, that's business. That's a good business. 100,000 a month, that's a good business. But I want big business. Business that can earn 7 to 8 figures a month or even a day. Isn't that nice? We need to know where we are going before we embark our journey, and then we have to start going towards that direction. So I have some few things that we need to understand. I would like you to understand what are the common misconceptions about big business. Because every time I open an idea of a business deal to somebody or a friend, the first thing that they will answer, I don't have any capital. Okay. So what are the common misconceptions? These are just some that I noticed. Number one, you must have big capital. Yes, big capital is needed. But is it a must? It's a no. It's not a must. Because for you to have a big business, yes, capital is important, but there are more things aside from money that requires. Even a big capital doesn't guarantee success, guys. But even if you have a low capital, but you have a bigger idea on how to get things done, then definitely you are sure a winner. Next, ito, very common, can start with saliva. It doesn't sound any well, but in Visaya, we call it laway ray capital. I don't know these people. They always say laway ray capital. I mean, they just want to invest saliva, and then what do they get the bottom line for? What is their bottom line? Saliva also. So I really don't. Maybe they earn money, but it's just self-employment. Big business system. You cannot put build a system with saliva. How do you do that? Sounds funny. Those people who do the saliva thing can argue with me the whole day. I don't care. It doesn't work. All right. Another thing. You must know everything. No. In fact, a lot of successful big business owners started with the very basic trial and error. Yeah, you need to understand that there are always risks involved. But the good thing is that you can always try again. Now, that's the good thing. But if you're afraid of risk, and you say, I don't want to go to business because it is very risky, then why Does the other quadrants doesn't have any risk also? They all have the risk. Life is all about risk. Life is all about taking chances. Life is all about trying the new things, see what works or not. So you don't have to know everything. Sometimes the path towards your goals will reveal itself the moment you start walking towards it. Next, it only works for those who started first. Yeah, that's partially true, but that's not entirely true. It only works for those who start. Get rid of the first. The first doesn't guarantee anything. Well, if you're the first and you do it well, that's good for you. But if you are the first and you did nothing, then nothing works. It only works for those who started. Yes, that's true enough. That's true. I was not raised to do business. All right, so does it mean that you are not raised to earn big money? That's kind of... I don't understand. All of these things are excuses. You can never get better results with excuses. If you plant excuses, you will get nothing. You will get regrets. But if you plant actions, belief, determination, then definitely you will get something good. I must have a degree in business or in management. I don't have a degree in business. I don't have a degree in management. Yes, I have developed my managerial skills, but it is simply because I started to do things. Business is learning. And that is why everybody can become a businessman. Oh, some experts would argue, well, not everyone is a good businessman. Well, it is because from the very beginning, they already rejected the idea that they can become good businessmen, that they can develop to become better businessmen. It's maybe they let other people influence their thinking that they are no good. That is why they don't excel. But actually, everyone has the potential to change. Everyone has the potential to become better. Am I right? So, what is it actually? There's one more thing. Product must be appealing to the masses. When I do business, I want the product that must be appealing to the masses. Why? Is Lamborghini appealing to the masses? I don't think so. Is Mercedes-Benz appealing to the masses? I don't think so. Prada, Hermes, Louis Vuitton. These are very luxury brands. They are not appealing to the masses, but they are doing good business. So that concept is wrong. Okay? So what it is actually, number one, you must have a working system. Again, you need to go back to a system. It must be a working system. Next, capital can be in a form of time, effort, energy, and money. Okay? Capital can be in a form of time, energy, and money. So you just say, I'm a capitalist, I just put in money. No. Even those people who put time and energy, they are also capitalists. Okay? So, you cannot surprise me with so much, I am the one who put a lot of money here. No. It's not. Because people who get involved in building the business also share time and energy. Next, learning is the business. Ito po. This is the right. Learning is the business. Because if you never learn your business, then you can never improve it. You can never upgrade it or even bring it to the next level. That is why you need to learn the business. Start now and grow with it. So you have to start now. Very important. Start now and grow with the business. Money is never the problem. It's the idea and the courage that is the problem. People say, I don't have money, I cannot start. Well, you don't have money from the very beginning. You don't have money now, you don't have money 5 years ago. But if you have the courage and you have the idea, you have the desire, to get things done, money is never a problem because there are always ways to start. There are always ways to start. It is always the value of your product and services that create an edge among others. Yes, even if your product is very expensive, as long as you're able to reveal the value of that product, people will buy it. But even if your product is so cheap and people don't see value on that product, then it's as good as garbage. Well, garbage still has value. That's why people who engage into garbage collection makes money. So your product is even worse than garbage if you're not able to reveal or show value in it. And the services that create an edge among others. So you need to have something that others want, that others also desire, so that you can have an edge. Okay? Let's say, that is where innovation comes in, creativity comes in. Big business owner. So, the law of leverage is the single law in the universe that buys you time. Wow. Amazing. When I learned this law, I said, wow, now I know why rich people become more rich and why the poor becomes more poor. Because they simply don't understand how this law works. Whether you're a Filipino or from different countries, you are under this law because this is a universal law. Meaning, if you are not leveraging, you are leveraged by others. So you have to understand this thing. This is very important. Now, let me show you how this law works. Now, okay, so we are focusing now on the big business, applying the law of leverage. Okay, I'm not going to talk about employment. I mean, you have been employees more than me, probably. I hope not. But if you are, then I think you need to start learning this business thing. If you're self-employed, good. But you have to learn how to transfer to business. So applying the law of leverage, ladies and gentlemen, let's say you cook so good. Yeah, well, of course, without the law of leverage, okay? Let's see, without the law of leverage. You cook so good, you cook delicious, okay? The best tasting fried chicken in town. People love your recipe. And with this opportunity, you can build a business of your own and possibly make a fortune. Wow. You're like KFC, Colonel Sanders. Okay. So, you are the only one who know the recipe because if you share this recipe, maybe others will copy it and will be your competitor. Okay? Because you think, security. I want to protect my business. That's why I won't share my recipe. So you are the one who's cooking. So here's the question. How many pieces of chicken can you cook in a day? 20 buckets? 50 buckets? Can you accommodate 1,000 buckets per day? Every day? Now that's starting to look tiring, right? Now what if the order reaches tens or hundreds of thousands of buckets per day? Oh, how are you going to do that? You'll die in a matter of days. You can't even enjoy your fortune. So, can you assure the same quality and flavor anytime, all the time? I don't think so. How long can you keep working before your health gives up? Now, these are very straight to the point questions that without leveraging, it doesn't work. Now, let's say you're a businessman and you love chicken. Now, you're able to teach people. Of course, you own the recipe. You teach people to make chicken for you, and you will buy their chicken. Say you have 4 chefs who can produce twice as much chicken than you. So how many chicken do you have in a day? How many buckets of chicken can you have in a day? More, right? Because you were able to multiply your skills, your effort, your time, and your expertise through other people. These people becomes the multiplier, and that is what we call leveraging. So, with leveraging, you can produce more results with the same amount of time. Yes, of course, if you have 8 chefs working for you for 8 hours, then they can produce more chicken than you can produce in an 8-hour time by yourself, right? So it relieves you from tedious tasks so you can focus on more important matters like quality, control, and expansion. Maybe marketing or advertisement, or how you can even grow your business. So you just let these people cook the chicken for you with the same quality, and you focus on expanding the business. And of course, it creates more profit. Okay, it may not sound so big per piece, but if you combine it whole, it's super big. That is why the wealthy become more wealthy and the poor becomes poorer, because they don't understand how this law applies. And what if 2 of your cooks are absent or quarantined? There's still other cooks there that can do the cooking for you. So it creates stability in your business. It creates stability. But if you do it alone and you are sick and you don't have any business, so if you are quarantined and you're the only one who can cook, no more business. Okay? So with leveraging, it creates more profit, stability, and allows you to generate more results with the same amount of time. And at the same time, it can allow you to focus on more quality matters. So, the success and downfall of any business starts and ends with its system. It's the system that really matters. So, you ask me, Rex, what makes a business run? It's a system. It's not the capital, it's a system. Because no matter how big your capital is, if the system is flawed, it will just drain your capital. But even if your capital is small, but the system is proven and tested, it can even turn that small capital into big profit. Okay? Now, say you are already a big boss and you have already stores, you have managers and a lot of cooks. And that is what we call a big business. Right system, result. Right system yields right result. All right, so that is what I am trying to say here. If you're able to duplicate it well, you can expand your business, wow, exponentially. So, going back, a right system ensures the quality of the result. Another thing, it promotes duplication. It can be improved. A right system can be improved. And ensures long-term operation of business. That is why those businesses who are not built on a right system are having trouble coping up with competition, coping up with the times, ladies and gentlemen. But those businesses set up on the right system, especially right now that we are already in the online internet era. If your business is not yet in the internet, then that's a very dangerous position. So, right system ensures long-term operation of business. And it keeps things simple. Don't have to complicate. If your system is too complicated, it's not right. It must be easy to understand. But of course, you just keep the technicalities at bay. Of course, there are some things that are really technical, but you have to keep things as simple as possible, but not simpler enough. Okay? So, next. How to acquire the right system. How to acquire a right system. So, first option is to build your own system. Okay, you're a business, you want to go to business, you want to be a big business owner. Now, you know that a big business, or for a business to succeed, you need to have a system. So, how to acquire a right system? Number one is to build. You can build your own system. But this is a very, how do I say, long path. Because number one, it's you need high exposure. You need more time, more effort, possibly need more money. And no outright products, no logistics, etc. Because you start from the scratch. So, a lot of people encounter problem when they start to reinvent the wheel. Now, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has been the wheel. I'll just use it. Get a better wheel, not reinvent it. And it's a full of trial and error. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Of course, but some incredible genius was able to build a system, but it's not built overnight. It's not built overnight. And around 95% of new businesses fail even before it started. Wow! Isn't that scary? That is very scary. That's why a lot of people don't engage in business. Why? Because they all know that 95% or even more of new businesses fail even before it started. And another set of businesses will fail on the first year. And only a very small fraction can make it to the break point. The break-even stage. So, building your own system, not for me. Okay? For you, maybe, not for me. It requires work and learning. Yeah, definitely. Everything requires work and learning. So, another option is, if you have the money, if you don't have time, you can leverage. If you have the money, you can do is, look for a proven system, or something that really works, and buy it. We call it franchising. Now, this is very common. You have Jollibee franchise, McDonald's, gasoline stations, 7-Eleven, very common. Even those food carts, they also introduced this one. But again, we're talking about big business. We're not talking about earning a few thousands a month. We're talking about 6, 7, 8 figures a month. That is my position in this presentation. So, maybe, Rex, you have a food cart thing. Well, it's good, but can I see a better, bigger one? Okay, because we're talking about big business. We're talking about big business. Okay, franchising. High exposure, of course, because if you want to start as your Jollibee franchise, it takes over 25 million or more. And right now, I've heard because of this COVID crisis, some Jollibee stores are even starting to close. Wow, scary. And without outright products, logistics. I mean, I'm sorry with that. Of course, if you buy a franchise, if you want to buy a Jollibee franchise, you already have an outright product. Of course, that is called Chicken Joy, Yum Burger, French fries. And the logistics are there because everything is already in place because the system is already working. Meaning to say, the risk of of the risk of not getting results or the risk of failure is minimized because it's a proven system, right? But if you want to go for franchising and if it's a system that unproven, then it's just like building your own. Still very risky. But buying a franchise, you must go to those systems who are already proven and tested. Okay? Another thing. Yeah, proven. It's proven. But it's limited. Why? Because if you're engaged in Jollibee, for example, I've been talking about Jollibee, it makes me hungry. If you're talking about Jollibee, you cannot sell McDonald's on the other side. Right? It's limited. Yeah, let's say I want to put a Jollibee store, Jollibee franchise, and I'm going to put a water refilling station inside my Jollibee franchise. No, it's not. It's limited to the franchise you buy. Well, if you want another franchise, you can go for another place, but definitely there are rules at work in there. And again, it's another exposure. It's another business. It requires work and learning. Yeah, that's true. Always. So, if you ask me, Rex, is there anything that doesn't require work and learning? I don't know. Unless you don't want to become rich. If you want to succeed in life, if you want to have a better life, you need to start working and learning. Because nothing is given for free. Okay? Much is required if much is expected. Okay? So, I didn't go for both. Why? Because I don't have that millions to buy a franchise and I don't want to build. So, what I did is I went for the third option, which is I look for a proven system and I join for a minimum amount. And that is what we call network marketing, guys. Looking for a system that works, proven and tested, and work on it. Join. Now, I say, Rex, some people, why my friend who's joining network marketing, before he is well off, but now he's broke. Well, maybe he chose the wrong system. Is it not? Or maybe he's doing something else. Well, guys, to be frank, not everyone who buys books finishes the books, finish reading the book, right? Not everyone who goes to college ends up as a college graduate. That's a fact of life. Not all engineers become engineers. Some don't even finish. But there are those who really finish. So, if you want to become an engineer and you want to seek advice, don't seek advice to those people who don't do good. You seek advice from people who are doing the business well. And definitely they can show you a thing or two that can help you achieve or succeed. Okay? So, going back to my presentation, network marketing, why I chose this one? Because it's low exposure. When I say low exposure, you don't have to start with a very big money. Well, if you have so much money and you want a high exposure, that is yours. But starting with a low exposure is possible in network marketing. I started with a very low exposure. I asked my wife to pawn her laptop. For a small amount of 8,000, I was able to build my business. Hey, 8,000, huh? What can you buy with 8,000? But with the right system, even a small capital can turn into a very big profit. Now, of course, joining a system with outright products and logistics and everything, because it's a proven system. You need to choose the right company, the right system. Otherwise, you'll end up like those people who don't succeed. Well, if you don't succeed at first, you can always try. You say, Rex, I've been into network marketing for 10 years now and it doesn't work for me. Why? Simply because you were not able to find the right system, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work for you? Does it mean that it doesn't work for you because you don't find the right system yet? But what if the right system is already here? Do you quit now? I don't think so. Because if you quit, then nothing works. But if you give it a try, learn, become a better person, learn it better, do it better, chances are you'll get better results. Next, it's a proven system. It's a proven system. Network marketing has been in the industry for decades, ladies and gentlemen, for decades already. Wow. If you go to search the internet, there's are tons of testimonies and principles, materials that you can read to enrich yourself in this industry. But, of course, you need to start involving in this industry if you want to get results in. Okay? Now, one thing good about this network marketing is unlimited potential. Now, this is what I can really say. As an employee, if you are paid 30,000 a month, no matter how well you do the cha-cha, how many push-up you can do every day, hey, your rate is 30,000 a month. Maybe some overtime, bring it to 35,000. Less taxes, transportation, leisure. At the end, you will bring home 10,000. So, well, that's it. That's it for employment. Self-employment, same thing. Well, some earn bigger, but not as really big as this one. Why? Because you have unlimited potential. It is the only industry wherein anybody, even without any educational background, anybody who doesn't have the experience can become successful, financially free, successful entrepreneurs. This network marketing. I've seen them, guys. I've seen them. And I'm so glad to be part of this industry. Next. Yes. It requires work and learning, okay? It doesn't go out of the picture. Work and learning is always there. Say, I want to do network marketing. And what do? I'll just go join and chillax. No, it doesn't work for you. This is a serious industry. If you're really serious enough to do your dreams and your goals, then you start to work and learn. Okay? Nothing comes free. And the good thing about this industry is you get the high sense of gratitude and recognition. Because network marketing is helping other people succeed. When these people succeed, you will definitely have that sense of recognition to yourself. That, yes, I was able to help. You know, it takes more blessings to help people succeed. That is why I remember a great mentor said, if you help enough people get what they want, you will get everything you want. In fact, it's in the Bible. It says, Jesus said, find a way to serve the many, because service to many leads to greatness. And that's a very powerful thing. Network marketing. Jesus started with 12. Those 12 ended up with millions today. Same thing. So it's a proven system. All right. So what else? Promotions and incentives. Yeah, there are so much promotions and incentives in this industry. I tell you, you can receive bonuses every day if you want, because it's unlimited potential. There are really a lot. So, you know, I chose this photo because, wow, isn't it nice to have a house by the beach and there's a very big lawn in the yard? Isn't that fun? Isn't that nice? Is that your kind of dream house also? And that's my kind of dream house. But you know what? Let me show you this one. Network marketing created more millionaires than all the industries the world combined, ladies and gentlemen. Like it or not, this network marketing created more successful people than any other industries in the world combined. So if you have not experienced or tried this industry of network marketing, I strongly suggest take a look into it. Because those who are involved in network marketing today, ladies and gentlemen, even with the COVID crisis, they are doing well. Now, if you have been into network marketing and it didn't work, don't worry. You can always look for the right system. Maybe if you want, you can always try to talk to us, contact us. You can reach me by my Facebook. We can have a chat, maybe. Because this is an unlimited potential industry. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, maybe the picture that you see right now, maybe will be one of yours, one of your rest house someday. So you need to have that clear direction, ladies and gentlemen. So that wraps up my first installment for this training video. I have 2 more installments coming. And right now, if you have some questions, if you have some clarifications, you can always ask me. You can personally reach me, Rex Bugalao, in Facebook. You can search, send me a message, say, "Hey, I'm John. I saw your video. I'm interested. I want to know more," like that. You let me know. Of course, yeah, I will answer you. I will answer you. Okay, and try to share this video also to others, because we don't know, maybe the person that's going to reach this video has been praying or been asking for breakthrough, and maybe this is the breakthrough that they have been waiting for. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching my video. I hope that you will follow the next installments. By the way, I also have another video that I uploaded a few weeks ago. I discussed about live cell therapy, Portier placenta. You can also watch it in my YouTube or in my Facebook, or if you want, you can PM me. I can forward you the link to that video. Thank you very much. Good morning, guys. Bye for now.